Welcome. Welcome. Stop. Oh, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line.
Get out there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Hey, don't piss on my flow.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right?
Your ass ran over. I ain't playing with you.
I'm
not playing with him this week.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
What you... Wow, that shit is tweaked on me.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Here's a run with Akers on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Tote man.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big... And he is into the
Tote man.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Talking my shit, nigga.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yes, Ersky. I'm about to get this. I knew what you meant, bro.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oh, shit.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off play action. Murray.
Yes, sir. Get on his ass.
The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
And you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different
Stop that shit.
Blitz sometimes, drop back other times.
And you on the other side, so you got to punt. Think of the rules. The rules.
That'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Send this nigga home.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 39, Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to gain it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Fournette, a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have have to slow up a bit here in traffic. I could have really made something out of that one.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Rams. CeeDee Lamb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14, Cardinals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. On 2nd and 10, Murray. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the
Hell yeah.
but it hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
10, 5,
Yeah.
and he brings it
Yeah.
back.
What the fuck? Turn me the fuck up.
Disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing the score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They got things going their way.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19.
Knock his fucking head off.
Should have opted for the touchback.
On some shit just like that. Yeah, I really should be top 5 in the league. I started off on some rookie shit, but I'm ahead now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
No cap.
Right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a
pretty
important drive.
Yeah! What the fuck?
2 scores, that's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit.
Watch that outside.
And expect to get that done.
And
That's great defense.
Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB is
Georgia
to make that easy
Bulldog.
throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. Ertz has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route,
Yes, sir.
And the Rams got him.
Cut off that first option. Finish.
Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is
Bomb.
sack number 17 for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
I knew exactly where that bitch was going. I didn't know which route he was running, though.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point good by Prater. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh, shit. Sam play G again.
Set to begin their
Can't play
next
keys
drive,
this
the
week.
Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
From the 24, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Take. Fucking.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And Fournette with the first
I'm just
down
trying to
carry
knock
as
a
he
nigga
works his
out,
way
bro.
forward for a nice
Fuck all
pickup
that
of about
sausage.
6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing now is Murray, rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
He's got it.
Wow.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flush to his right.
What are you
And
doing?
Into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here's Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Corey Peters there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Lamb on the end around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tie game, 4th.
Hey, I can't go for this, right?
This thing on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
We gotta get through there, fellas.
A very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
Let's fucking go.
Trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take
this game, folks.
At the 22-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
134 yards on the ground for him now. Really, as the night's gone on. They'll run here with Akers.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they
need a little bit of clock.
Risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers.
Run him over.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Get him the fuck out of here.
The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Rams have won the game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Los Angeles, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Oh, I showed stats. He only threw the ball 20 times.